Good afternoon, this is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Odd Blossom by myxo. This is a puzzle that my testers turned around and said, put some extra time aside. Okay, so yeah, I have no idea if I'll get through this one without having to go get some help. We'll see how I go. Let's look at the rules because I have no idea how long this is going to take me. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. All orthogonally connected groups of odd digits include exactly 5 cells. So the way I'm reading that is, let's say this was a section of odd digits. I have no idea. Then that would mean all of these digits would need to be even, because I couldn't grow this region, because if I did, then this, like if this cell here was odd, then this would be an orthogonally connected region of odd digits which had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells in it, and that would be a problem. Similarly, if this was an even cell, then that would be a problem for for this, because this only has 4 cells. Once I place an odd cell in the, or there's an odd digit in the grid, it must be connected to 4 other cells orthogonally. So basically, orthogonally means there'll be a shape that I could lift out in a piece of paper and it would be good. Sharing an edge, basically, is what it means. So, yeah, they'd be a single shape. Now, digits in circles indicate the number of odd digits in the at most 3x3 area with a circle at its center. Not all possible circles are necessarily given. Oh, at most, because some of them are on edges. So this is not a 3x3 area because it's on an edge. But for example, this circle, the digit in this circle will tell you how many odd digits are in those cells. The digit in this circle will tell you how many odd digits are in those cells. Okay, that's all the rules. So I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Well, I know these are odd, so I can immediately say those are odd. So what else can I tell? So this corner one. Now this can only be 1, 2, 3, or 4, because the maximum number of odd digits I could put in here is 4, because I can't put 5 odd digits into 4 cells. But it can't be 4, because if this was 4, then all 4 of these would have to be odd, but 4 isn't odd, so it can't be 4. Now, it can't actually be 1, because if this is a 1, all of those would be even, and this isn't a region of size 5. So it's not 1, this is only 2 or 3. Actually, I might be able to do that on all of these edge. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're all the possible, and same with this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, let's look at this. If this is a 1, all of the ones around it become even, and it's isolated off, so it's not 1. 2 might work, because I could get out. I could say these are all even, and I could get out, and I could do something like that. So 2 might work. 3 would work. 4 would work. 5 I think would work, because I could just make it part of the 5-cell region. 6, however, doesn't work, because if I do 6, all of those become odd, and 6 isn't an odd number. So I can't put 1 or 6 into any of those. Okay. Right, I can't put 9. Oh, okay, let's do something obvious. What is that digit? This is going to count how many odd digits are in those, but this is an entire box of the Sudoku. So I know how many odd digits are in a box of the Sudoku. It's 5, because there's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And this is the same. That is a 5. So these two are not 5. Okay, some progress. This is an odd digit, and this is an odd digit. Great. Okay, now, what I was saying is I can't put 9 into any of these, because if I put 9 in, all of a sudden everything around it becomes odd, and that's a 9 orthogonally connected cells. So let's actually go through it. What can I do? If this is, I can't do 9, because if I do 9, then all of those get marked as odd, and that's more than 5 digits. So it's not 9, that's just broken. Now, if it's 8, If it's 8, it's even, and all the ones around it become odd. So that doesn't work because that's an 8 cell region. So it's not 8, okay? You can never put 8 in a circle. You can never put 1 in a circle because then everything around it becomes even and it's isolated. You can put 2 in a circle because, as I've said, if I put 2 in a circle, then I just need 2 odd digits somewhere and they could connect once they move away from the circle. 7. Now, if I put 7 in a circle, it's odd, and I get 6 other cells that are odd. But they couldn't connect. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, no, I need to put 6 other cells around. So I'd need 2 cells. How do I do that? I think everything would connect. I don't think there's a way of doing 7. Because where do I put 2 even digits? Where I'm not making a large region. Like if I put the 2 even digits, say there and there, then these all connect up. Basically, once I connect something up, because it's in the center, like if I do that, I can't put, like if, it's just too connected to everything. Because once I move in one direction, then all of a sudden I'm orthogonally connecting to all of those. And let's say I was to pick, that cell. Then I've got 3. I can only get 2 more of all of those. But if I was to pick, say, that one and that one, well, 1, 2, 3, these all become even and I'm not at 7. There's just no way to do it. How do I prove this? Any way I do 7, it's just got to connect up. Because I've only got 2 even digits. So 2 digits at least must touch these, and then I'd have all the corners, and that's a 6 cell region. And if I didn't include the corners, then I've got to have 3 along here, and then the other corners I pick up. It just doesn't work. I can't see how to prove it, but I can't put 7. So all of these circles are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I can't put 5 in any of those. This is 2, 3, 4, 6. This is a 2, 3, 4, 6 quadruple. So there's a 6 in one of those two. That's interesting. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So hang on, if both of those are odd, this is strange. I can't make both of those odd, because if both of these are odd, all of those are odd, this then has to be odd. Wait a minute, no. Well, this then, hang on, yeah, this can't be 2 because it sees 3, and it can't be 3 because 3 would make it 4. Both of those can't be odd. So if both of those can't be odd, they must contain an 8, which means there's no 8 in here, which means both of those are odd. One of those is odd. If this was 3, Well, this can't be 2 anymore because it already sees 3. And if it was 3, it would see 4. But 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't be 3 either. So this is actually even. This can't be 2. It already sees 3. And it can't be 3 because if it was 3, it would already see 4. So this is a 4-6 pair. This is even. That's nuts. So this is not a 4. This is a 2-3 pair. I don't see how to resolve that. Well, wait a minute. Yes, I do. These are both even. If this is a 2, I've already got my 2 and those are both even. If this is a 3, then I've got 3 and these are both even. These are always both even. And let me show you that. If this is a 2, making it even, I've got my 2 odd digits and those both have to be even. If this is a 3, it becomes odd and I've got my 3 odd digits and those both have to be even. So whichever way that digit goes, these are both even, which means that's an 8 and this is not an 8, meaning that is odd. Does that resolve this? Well, hang on, this can't be odd, because if it's odd, it's completely surrounded by even. That has to be even. So that's the 2, that's the 3, which is odd and now sees 3. This sees it's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This sees it's 5. Or it always had to. This is crazy. This, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can't see 6 odd digits. The most it can see is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 4, this is a 6, and this is an odd digit. 1, 2, 3, 4. This sees 2 more odd digits. This is not 2 or 4. Oh, why have I got that as odd? This is not 2 or 4. Oh, this area has to grow. It's only got 4 digits in it. That has to be odd. Now it's 5 digits long. Those both have to be even. This 6 now sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more odd digit. That is an odd digit. So it's not 6. It's 3 or 5. And this already has 4 odd digits in it. This is not 3. This is 2 or 4. This already sees 3. Could this be 3? All of those would become even. No, sorry. All of those would become even. I'm not sure that's a problem. Hang on, if this is a 3, all of those become even, all of those become odd. Which means that would be 4 or 5. No, all of those would become odd. That'd become 5. That doesn't work. Look at this. If this is a 3, it's got its 3, so everything else around it becomes even. This now has 4 even in the box, so those become all odd. So this can't be 2 because it's odd. Sorry, because it sees... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, but it can't be 2 because it's odd. It can't be 4. This becomes 5. So this now needs to see 5 odd digits, but it's of the 6 digits that it's already got 2 even. That doesn't work. So this is a 5. So this is not a 5. This is a 2 or a 4, which is even. This is now 6 or 8. There's only one more even digit in this box. This is not a 5. 5 is in one of those. This is a 1, a 7, or a 9, I think. Yeah, it's 1, 7, 9. Oh, there's no 7 there because of that 7. So 7 is in one of those two. So 7 is down. Oh, 7 is in one of those two. Okay. Okay. One of these has to be odd. If this is 4, all of those are odd. If this is 2, so I can't make both of those even, is what I was saying. Not one of those has to be odd, but I can't make both of them even. Actually, I can't make any of them even. These are both odd. Because they see 2, 4, 6, and 8. Those are both odd. So these are the same parity. Because if this is a 2, I've got my 2 and these are both even. If this is a 4, I need 2 more odd and these are both odd. So these are the same parity. If these are both odd, these are both even. If these are both odd, this is a 4, this is a 2, there's a 2 up there. That seems important. This is not a 6 anymore. I'm looking for something to latch on to. One of these is even. So one of these is a 6 or an 8. It feels like it's got to be this. No, wait a minute. That can't be odd. If this is odd, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 region. No, this is even. So this is odd. This is a 6 or an 8. Now, if these are both odd, all of those become even. That becomes even. All of those become odd. And it's broken. Oh my God. If this is a 4, it's broken. And holy cow. Okay. If this is a 4, both of those become odd. Now, because I can't grow this region anymore, all of those become even. But now I've got all of the evens in this row. So that becomes odd. This becomes a 3. But this row also has all of its even. That becomes an odd. I did see this. And now I've got 4 around a 3 clue. And that doesn't work. I did see that, but I lost track of it. So this is not a 4. This is a 2, and these are even. Holy cow. So this is a 4. This 2 looks down, taking 2 out of both of those. This is even, so it's a 2. Because it's 6, 4, 6, and 8, and both of those are now odd. Have to put 1 even up here. There's a 4 up here. I have to put 1 even up here. So this region must come down here. But there's an even up here. No, that still could be odd. If this is 3, this must come down. I feel if this is 3, I'm broken, but I can't see how to prove that. If this is 3, all of these become become even. And that doesn't work. If this is 3, all of those become even because I'll have my 3 odds. And how many evens would I have in row 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a 3, that's a 6, which is even. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cells with which to get 6 even. So I've only got one more even in here. But this 6 makes this 8, which makes this 6. These are both odd. But this region is only getting one odd digit from up here, because I'd have to put an even. So there's an even and an odd up here. So there's one odd which connects to this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4. This region needs another odd digit. That's odd. And both of those are even because I can't pick up another one. And that's the even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That has to be odd. So it's not 2, 4 or 6. This is a 3 or a 5. Now, if this is a 3, all of those become even. And that's probably a problem. This is a 4 or an 8. Actually, there's a 4-8 pair up here. There's a 5. Oh, there's a 5 in one of those two as well. This is a 3. All of those become even. If this is a 5, hang on, this area can't grow. Those are even. So this isn't 3 or 5. This is 4 or 6. This is crazy. This is absolutely off the chart nuts. One of these has to be even for this 5 clue. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those has to be even. If it's here, this region is complete. If it's here, then one of those is odd. If this is a 2, all of those are even. Actually, this cell, if this is a 2, all of those become even because I've already got my 2 odds, and I can't make all of those even because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not a 2 anymore. 3 would make all of those even because I'd have my 3. These would all be even and I'm running out. This is not 3. So it's 4 or 5 only. This puzzle is bonkers. Seven is not in there or there. 7 is in one of those two. 9 is in one of those 3. Can I figure out anything about these? Two odd digits in here. If this... One of those at least has to be odd. One at least of those has to be odd. So 1, 2, 3 already around this at least. So only one of those digits, these 4 digits, can be odd because I've got 1, 2, 3. Now, if this is a 4, I can only pick up 1. And if this is a 5, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and only one of those can be odd. So of those digits, only one of them can be odd. So I've got to put 3 evens into those 4 cells. So of these green cells, I've got to put 3 evens. But I can't put 2 of them in here because then I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the column. Both of those are even. and one of those is even. Hang on, is that still true? Yes. Because if this is 4, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of those has to be even. If it's 5, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on, can both of those be odd? No. Hang on, have I made a mistake here? If both of these are odd, I blow the total. Wait, did I make a mistake here? Can I make both of those odd? If both of these are odd, all of these would be even. No, I can't do that because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, both of those can't be odd. So one of these has to be odd. One of them has to be even. This is an odd digit. This is one of each. So what I did here was correct. So one of these, 3 of these have to be even, but I can't put 2 of them there. So those are both even. This is one of each. And because it's one of each, this has to be odd. But this 7 has to get out. It's only a region of 1. Even if when I grow it, it's still only a region of 2. This gets to here, and now it's a region of 4. So it's going to take up one of these 2 cells. This region has to get out. So it comes down to here. And that's one of the 2. This is now even. Oh, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Five is in one of those 2, by the way. Now this is resolved. If this is 5, one of those being odd does it. And if this is 4, one of those being odd does it. Hang on, if this is 4... Hang on, if this is 5, both of those have to be even. Because I've got 4 odds in the box. And one of those is odd. So this is 4. Which means these are a 2-8 pair. One, two, three, and one of those. Yeah. This is not a 4 anymore. Whew. This region grows to either here or here. Oh, hang on, I can resolve this because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be a 3, it's a 5, but it only sees 1, 2, 3, 4. This is odd. This region goes to there. That completes that region. And then all of those would be even. I'm not sure that's a problem. That is a... Oh my lord, that is a problem. That breaks down here. If this is odd, these all become even. That completes even in that column. And now this, if it was a 3, would see 4. So this has to be a 4, which means this is even. Did I see this correctly? That makes, but this is now odd. But this has to be odd to complete this region, and I've made too big a region. It just doesn't work. I saw that this was going to cause a massive connection problem. So this can't be odd is what I'm finding out. Because if these connect up, I've got a problem. So this now needs to grow, which makes this odd. And this becomes even, and this needs to grow, which makes this odd, and both of these need to be even. Because that region is now complete. This region needs to grow, making that odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This needs another odd digit. So that has to be odd. But these can't connect up. That is even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good. 9 is in one of these two by Sudoku. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6. So this is a 4 or an 8. It's not a 5. This is the 5, which puts 5 in one of those two. 1, 3, or 9 in there. That's not that helpful. This is a 4 or an 8. This is a 2 or a 4. Actually, this is a 2. This is just a 2 because it sees 4, 6, and 8. That's just a 2. So this is just a 2. So this is an 8. So these are 2 and 4. And that 2 makes that the 4 and that the 2. These are a 6, 8 pair. So this sees 2 and 8, so it's 4 or 6. So 2 is in one of those two. 4, 8 pair makes this a 3, which is odd, which already sees it's 3, so this is even, but it would have done it from completing the region anyway. It should have completed the region. The 5 region needs to grow. Now this 5 region needs to keep growing. If this was a 2, I'm in trouble. This can't be a 2 anymore. Because if this is a 2, well, let's just use Sudoku. But that is now odd. But if this is a 3, I think I'm in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that might work if all of those were even. Which I can't do. If this is a 3, I think I'm broken. Because how do I make this 5 region work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I can't make all of those even. One of those needs to be odd. Because if all of those are even, I've got too many evens in this row. So one of these needs to be odd. But this region needs to grow. So I have to take one of those two cells. I can't, or could I come this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make this a, no, because then this would be a 3. This would need to be bigger. Oh, that would be but that'd have to be odd. If this is a 3, this is a 5, and I'm only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, I could possibly pick up that. No, that's not. Actually, this isn't a 3. Two is in one of those two cells. Okay. There is something going on down here, but I thought I'd said that can't be 3, and I can't quite prove it. I do know there's an odd up here. It feels wrong. Like, there must be an odd up here. Can I make all of those even? No, I can't. There's too many evens here. If this is 3, because there has to be an even, there has to be an odd in one of those 3, and there has to be an odd in one of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at least 4. That's a 5. So this is not a 5. This is an even digit. Now this 5 has to come through one of these. I can't go this way now. So one of those two is odd and will connect up to this. Only one of those can be even? Well, that's a 4 because I've got a 2, 6, 8, and this is an odd digit. Right. This makes this an 8. Whoops, I'm in the wrong mode. This makes this an 8, which makes this a 6, which makes this an 8. The 6 looks up making that a 4. The 8 looks up making that a 4. These are a 2, 6 pair. Oh, this column. I've got the 5 odds. This has to be even. I should have looked at that earlier. So it's not the 5. This is the 5, which is odd. And this is a 4 or an 8. And the 8 looks up making that the 4 and that the 8. There we go. That's been there for a while, but I've been focusing on the logic down here. These regions are just nuts. Absolutely bonkers. This is a 179 triple. Focusing on the wrong thing there. This 4 makes this a 2. So that can only see 2 odd digits, and it already sees 1. So I can't take both of those. But this 5 region could do that, I think. One of these has to be odd. Got to put an 8 in one of those two. Got to put a 6 in one of those two. That is odd. That is just odd. It sees 2, 4, 6, and 8. That is an odd digit. Okay. So if this comes this way, that is an entire region of 5. Does that work? No. That now has to be even. Because if that is odd, this is a region of 5. And everything adjacent to it would need to be even. Those would both need to be even, and I've got 5 evens in the box. That is an even digit, which is a 4. There is an 8 in one of those two. This 5 needs to get out, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to come this way. That has to be odd. But it can't go up. Is this broken? If this was odd, then I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't work. That has to be even, which means that's the 8, which means this is not the 8 and this is the 8. And the only way to complete this 5 region now is there. But if this grows, it could grow up. That's not the 5 though. This is the 5, making that odd. Now, if this goes up, that's a region of 5 and that would be okay. Well, this isn't the 6. This is the 6. So this is even. And this has to grow. And it can't grow to there because then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this has to be the odd digit and both of those become even. Oh, and this region needs to grow. Once I place that 8, this has to grow, so that becomes odd. That's the 5 odds in the box. That becomes even. These are 2 and 6. This 2 makes this 6, which makes this 2, which jumps across making this 6 and this 2. This is a 4 or an... No, it's a 6 or an 8. Thank Lord, because I saw the 4 and 8 here and panicked. This is a 6, which is even. I need to put an 8 somewhere in here, and the 8 goes there, which is even. These all become odd. And that is a 5-cell region. Bingo! I've got my colouring. And I've done all the even digits. This puzzle is stunning. Where does 3 go in box 9? It has to go there. So these are 1, 5, 9. And there's no 5 or 9 there. That's the 1. This is a 5, 9 pair. This is now a 7, because that's all that's missing from the row. These are 1, 3, and 9. There's no 3 there. In fact, there's no 3 in either of those because of the column. That's the 3. This is a 1, 9 pair. These are 1, 7, 9. There is no 7 there because of the 7 in the row. These are 1, 3, 9. This is 1, 3, 9. This is just 1, 9. It's got to be down to Sudoku because I've done all the odd sweeper stuff. I'm just hoping it's correct. This sees 2, this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this sees 1, 2, 3, this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that one's good, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I checked all the stuff at the top. I'm good. Well, I don't know that I'm good, but I'm not terrible. This 5 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 5. That takes 9 out of both of those. The 1-3 pair makes this. No, wait, what? I messed up. These are not 139. These are 137, and there's no 7 there. So there's a 7 in one of those two. But this 5 does look down, making this the 9 and this the 5. So this is also 137. Okay, let's not get that wrong. These are 139. It's got to just be down to Sudoku now. This is a 179 triple, so that's a 3. There's no 3 there. There's no 3 there. So 3 is vertically here. This is 1, 7, or 9. Where's 3 in this column? This is not a 3 because there's a 3 in the box. Whereas 3 in this column, 3 goes right there, which means that's not 3. That's a 1-7 pair, making that the 3, which makes that the 1, which makes that the 7. The 1 looks across, making that 9, which looks across, making that 3. There's no 3 there anymore. This is 1 and 7. The 7 looks across, making that the 1 and that the 7. The 1 looks across, making that the 9 and that the 1. The 1 looks up, taking 1 out of both of those. That's a 7-9 pair, so that's the 1, and there's no 1 there. What am I doing now? 1 is in one of those two by Sudoku, because this is a 179 triple, and that can't be a 1. So 1 is in one of those. There's no 1 here. 1 is in one of those two. This is a pair. This is a 3-9 pair. So this is a 1-7 pair. But the 1 looks up, making that the 7 and that the 1. The 7 looks across, making that the 9. The 9 looks back, making that the 3, so that becomes the 9. The 9 looks up, making that the 7 and that the 9. This row is just missing a 1, and this box is just missing a 7. The 7 looks down, making this the 9, which jumps across, making this the 1 and this the 9. This row is missing a 7, and this box is missing a 1. And that's the correct solution. 39 minutes and 40 seconds. I definitely needed the extra time. Or maybe not, but I'm glad I took it. This constraint was absolutely nuts, but so much fun. Yeah, thank you, myxo, for that. That was absolutely stunning. Having to figure out what the constraints on the circles were and then build those 5-cell regions of odd digits. Really, really cool. I know I say that for every video. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and go, that puzzle was terrible. But this puzzle was not terrible. I'm really fortunate in the fact that puzzles that people submit and recommend to me tend to be their better ones. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, myxo, for the puzzle. Yay! I hope you're having a good time. And as always, good luck with your solving.